Etra-chan saw it. My name is Tokusa. I'm a 27-year-old office worker. But the company I work for is a small business with less than 15 employees, so everyone's like family. Hey, you don't look so good. I drank too much yesterday, and I've got a complete hangover. Tokusa, you drink too much every day. Didn't your wife tell you to cut down too? That's right, but you can't help what you like.
What? Tokusa, are you feeling bad?
Oh, good morning, Akamatsu.
If you're a working adult, you should be more careful about your health. It's not good for us if you keep on acting like a student.
I'm sorry.
You should do your job properly.
Yes.
Kuroki, are you free tonight?
What? Yes, I'm free.
Then let's go out for a drink after work today.
That person is my boss, Akamatsu. I said that all the employees are like family, but I'm a little uncomfortable with Akamatsu. I've always thought this, but Akamatsu's always on my case. Oh, Tokusa, he's jealous of you. You know, when you first joined the company and went to a company mixer with the colleagues, all the girls were crazy about you.
That's why?
The other day, when Akamatsu went out for drinks, all he did was complain about you. He said things like,
"The boss likes him!"
and
"He's just good looking!"
And at the end of it all, he even said that your wife, Yuri, is beautiful. So he's got a real open grudge against you, Tokusa.
What's that?
Give me a break. I don't want him to invite me either. That guy's all complaints and bragging. And if I turn him down, he complains about that too. I really want him to leave me alone. Tokusa? What's wrong?
My stomach hurts.
You're sweating. You need to go to the bathroom?
No, it's not that kind of pain. But I think it's around my solar plexus or something.
I don't know. But I'll call an ambulance, so just wait!
Tokusa!
Yuri?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Somehow. It's acute pancreatitis.
What?
It's most likely the excessive drinking.
Is my husband going to be okay?
He was relatively lightly affected, so as long as he stays in the hospital for a few weeks, he'll be fine. However, you must not eat or drink during this time. Also, you'll be given an infusion. You must keep your pancreas at rest. Yes.
That's why I told you to cut down on drinking.
I'm sorry. And I was gonna have to stay in the hospital for a few weeks. I also had to report to the president, and I was gonna be taking some time off from work. A few days later...
How do you feel?
No problems. The doctor said I was getting better. But not being able to eat or drink anything is really tough.
The doctor also said that this was a good opportunity for you to quit drinking. It seems that there's a risk of relapse if you drink.
Yeah, I guess I can't drink alcohol for the rest of my life.
You can't drink secretly either.
Yes. Yes?
Hey,
Akamatsu, you came all the way? I'm sorry for causing you trouble.
don't get the wrong idea. The president is busy, so he just told me to come here instead.
I see. But thank you for coming all the way here.
What a pain, it's such a busy time.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you look fine. Trying to skip work by staying in the hospital, are you?
No, of course not. I want to go to work too, but the doctor told me to stay in the hospital for about 2 weeks for treatment.
Can't you get treatment while you work? All the work you were in charge of is coming my way.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble.
These young people nowadays are so weak. They think they can just stay in hospital when they're not feeling well. It's only natural that they go to work even when they're not feeling well. If people like that stay in the company, it's going to lower the motivation of everyone around. What a nuisance. Well, I did come to visit you properly. So, oh, and this. It's from the president.
Thank you.
What's wrong with him?
I told you about him last time. It's Akamatsu, my boss, who's called to me.
I can't believe he would say that to a subordinate who's in the hospital.
Today he was even more harsh than usual.
Shouldn't you quit?
What?
There's no need to work under someone like that. Saying that being in the hospital is a sign of weakness. Even though it was your fault for not managing yourself, that was too much.
Well, he does say too much, but I won't quit. Everyone besides Akamatsu's nice. Besides, if I quit now, it'll be like I'm running away from Akamatsu, and I don't want that.
But
let me try a little longer. It's hard to find a new job, you know?
If it gets tough, you can quit anytime, okay?
Yeah, thanks. Later, Kuroki and the other employees came to visit me, but Akamatsu never came again. A while later, I was able to leave the hospital safely. Thank you for your concern.
Welcome back.
Phew, it's been a while since I've worked, and I'm pretty tired.
Oh, Tokusa.
Oh, good morning, President.
Are you doing okay? Sorry, I've been busy with the stock. I couldn't even visit you.
No, I'm sorry for causing you trouble. I'm completely fine now.
Your body is your capital. If you feel unwell, you can always tell me. You have to find illnesses early, or they can be dangerous.
Yes, thank you for your concern. I'm glad the President is understanding about illnesses. As I recall, the President lost his wife to illness. He's a truly amazing person, raising his child on his own and running a company.
Hey, Tokusa!
Yes?
How long are you gonna take a break for? Get back to work!
I'm sorry.
You've already caused trouble for everyone by taking time off. Don't cause any more trouble. Well, if you quit, it would cause the least amount of trouble.
What?
Stop dozing off and get back to work.
Yes. Akamatsu's harder on me than before. Isn't this power harassment? But there are also people like the President who are kind to me. There's no one I respect more than him. I want to work for the President. It sucked to run away from Akamatsu, so I'm definitely not going to quit. All right, I'll do my best. After I was discharged from the hospital, Akamatsu's attitude became even harsher, and the amount of harassment-like things he did increased. But I was determined to endure it, and I kept working hard. And after a few months, it's hot again. It's hot in the summer, so it's hard work. But there's the annual company trip too. This year, it's to Hawaii. I'm looking forward to it. Good morning, Tokusa. It's hot again today, huh? Good morning. I'm gonna collapse again from the heat. That's true. Oh, speaking of collapsing from the heat, have you heard about Akamatsu? Huh? What's wrong with Akamatsu? Apparently, he collapsed at home yesterday from heat stroke. What? Is he okay? Apparently, he's fine, but he hit his head when he collapsed, so he's going to be in the hospital for a few days, just to be safe. I see. He told me that staying in the hospital was just a sign of weakness, but he's in the hospital now. Well, if he collapsed and hit his head, there's nothing you can do about it. He told me off so much before. Akamatsu must also be feeling responsible for causing trouble by taking time off work. A few days later,
It was so tough. It was so hot. And when I realized, I was out cold. Kuroki, have you ever had heat stroke?
no, I haven't.
You haven't, huh? You can't imagine how painful it is unless you experience it. It was so bad. It was so crazy.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, President.
Oh, Akamatsu. Speaking of which, you were discharged yesterday. Are you sure you're okay?
It was really bad. I could see things. And when I came to, I was in the hospital. I totally lost consciousness. It was so bad. I talked it over with the doctor at the hospital, and I was hospitalized on the spot. It was so dangerous.
You said being hospitalized is weak.
If my head had hit the wrong place, there was a chance I could have been seriously injured. It was so close.
On top of that, he's boasting about it.
I'm glad you're okay. Don't worry us so much.
Thank you for visiting, President. On top of giving me a paid leave, you even gave me get well money. You're so generous.
Don't say it so loudly. It's embarrassing. An employee collapsed. Of course I'd give you get well money.
What? Did I get well money?
The get well gift was really luxurious, too. It was a real help.
I'm glad.
Get well gift? Could it be? Did he take the get well money from the President? On top of saying all those things, he even pocketed it. And when he was hospitalized, he bragged about his illness. After I was discharged, he even did things that bordered on power harassment.
You said there might be after effects, so I stayed in the hospital in no time.
Your body is your capital. If you feel unwell, let me know.
Thank you. You're the best, President. I can't take this anymore.
Huh. Akamatsu, isn't it a sign of weakness to be hospitalized?
What?
Hey, Tokusa! There are things you can and can't say. Being hospitalized is a sign of weakness? You were hospitalized the other day too, weren't you? Then you should know how serious illness is.
That's not true, President.
Huh? Then what?
The words, being hospitalized is a sign of weakness, were said to me by Akamatsu.
What?
Mr. President, when Akamatsu came to visit me on your behalf, he said to me, being hospitalized is a sign of weakness and I'm skipping work. And even after I was discharged from the hospital, he kept pestering me to quit the company and even did things that bordered on power harassment. To top it all off, it seems he even touched the money that you had wrapped up for me as get well money. I only received the get well gift from you, so I didn't receive any money.
Is everything he just said true, Akamatsu? You said that even though you know that my wife passed away from illness?
Of course not! Oh, Tokusa, you've gone crazy!
It's true. My wife was in the hospital room, and she heard it, and she's a witness to the get well money. Kuroki knows how hard he is on me, too.
Akamatsu,
Yes?
we need to talk.
What?
Just come here! Can't you hear me?
Yes, sir!
No one saw Akamatsu that day. And the next day, and the day after that, he didn't show up at work. And a week later, I was called in by the president. What is it, President?
I apologize.
What?
I've also spoken to the other employees. I'm really sorry that I didn't notice Akamatsu's harassment.
No, that's not something you should be apologizing for, President.
No, but it is my responsibility as the president. I'm really sorry.
President?
Also, as you may have noticed, Akamatsu has resigned.
What? That quickly?
Well, it takes time when you dismiss someone. It's a resignation. I told him he can either receive his severance pay and be sued by the police, or pay you the compensation as alimony, Tokusa. And he chose the latter.
Is compensation to me as alimony?
Would you accept this as an apology from my end?
President?
I've also told him to never have anything to do with us again. I don't even want to know where he's going to be from now on, though. I'm really sorry. If you don't mind, please accept it.
Please look up, President. I can't accept this compensation.
What?
Let's all use it together. Let's use it to have a good time on the company trip next month.
Are you sure?
I'm always indebted to you, President. I'm also indebted to all the employees. The reason I got sick was partly because I wasn't able to manage myself. This is my apology to everyone.
Tokusa.
It's enough that you did so much for me. You don't have to apologize, President. I'm really glad I joined this company.
Oh man.
What?
I'm the one who should be saying that. Thanks for coming to our company. Please continue to lend me your support.
Yes, sir! The world isn't full of unpleasant people. There are many people like this who are worthy of respect.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。正直どれだけ体に気をつけて過ごしていたとしても病気にかかるときはかかってしまいますし、思わぬところから事故がやってきて怪我をする可能性もあるわけです。そんな中、しっかりと治療に専念するために入院というものがあるんですから、甘えでも何でもないです。大事なことはいかに早く治せるかですよ。そもそも体調が悪くても仕事に来いとか言いますけど、そんな中で仕事をしてもパフォーマンスが落ちてそれこそ迷惑な気がしますけどね。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもスカッとした方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。